Hello, happy Friday, it's Friday. Hi, happy Friday, how are you? How's everyone doing? Hello, I see people hopping in. Happy Good Friday, Good Friday. It is a good Friday for a good Friday, right? Thanks for the hearts. Hello, hey, what up, what up? How's everybody doing? How's your Friday going? It's first time. Hey, how are you? Well, welcome. Good morning. I don't know if I have enough energy for this in the morning, but we'll try. I've been trying to do my Periscopes in the morning, and then that way I for sure get them done, and then I don't have to worry about them like creeping into my day and my work and stuff like that. So anyways, this is a kind of an off-the-cuff scope. Oh my goodness, Avis is here. Who else is here? Let's just say, where are you guys from, real quick? Where are you guys from? I know where Avis is from because I just visited her in Seaside. It was beautiful. But where are you guys from? I just want to know where you're coming from this morning. Vancouver, hello. Florida misses you. Aw, Minnesota. Puerto Rico. Vancouver. Oh, two Vancouvers. Michigan. So I won't say how warm it is outside right now. I'll leave that one alone. Baltimore. So funny. When I went to Baltimore, I realized everybody said Baltimore, or at least a lot of people did. Instead of Baltimore, they said Baltimore, like with a D. North Carolina, Chicago. Awesome. Okay, cool. So I won't waste your time. So I was just watching a webinar and I was getting bored to tears. And the thing is, I think Nashville, hello. Hey, Jennifer. The thing is, I think that, I need to kind of do a little PSA. Oh yeah, so I just want to do a little PSA, and this is not going to be like super in-depth, webinar strategy, but I just want you guys to think of something and just remind yourself of something, that it's kind of like webinars are kind of like a photo shoot where, like, when you do photo shoots, you're supposed to wear a lot heavier makeup, or like TV shows, you're supposed to wear a lot heavier heavier makeup for a TV show or whatever, because it doesn't show up on camera. It won't show up on camera. It looks like you're not wearing any makeup if you're wearing normal makeup. Well, webinars, I feel like, are very similar in that they're not normal conversations. And I think that a lot of people take them as to be like normal conversation or normal teaching, and they're just not, right? Like when you're online and you're kind of explaining something to people, you cannot be in a, you're so good at, I think in analogies, but you have to come off in a different way in order to be successful, to get your idea across. It's not even like teaching in person. I think even in person, you want to, do it up a little bit, but especially with webinars, because people are multitaskers. They're kind of like opening and closing, whatever. You can bore people really quickly. And so I think with webinars, there's a couple things to keep in mind, so that people don't snooze, right? Like I think that this is why people don't attend live webinars. I mean, of course, obviously, maybe people are busy. That would be like the number one thing that people don't. But I think another reason that people don't attend live and always watch the replay is because they get bored. Like, you can't fast forward. Like, we're in that on-demand culture, right? We don't even want to watch a program anymore. We don't want to get through the commercials. Why would we sit there for an hour and watch a webinar? Like, we just get bored to death. We're like bored to tears. And this is why people watch replays, so they can fast forward and get to the good stuff. They can skip over your rambling, right? That's the whole point. So number one, my number one point about making a good webinar is energy is everything. Energy is everything on a webinar. And if you feel like you're overdoing it, like you're just like, blah, like, trust me, you're not. Trust me, you're not. The way that people normally speak to each other, not fast-forwarding me, the way that normally people speak in conversation is very boring to watch, like, later. And that's why actors and actresses, they just, whoa, like all the drama, right? Like, we don't really talk to each other like that, but it's more interesting to watch, and it kind of keeps our brain, activated. So energy is everything in a webinar, honestly, or else unless you want to put people to sleep, or whatever, especially the live people don't like, it's like teaching a room full of toddlers. See, that's a really good point. Exactly. So number one, energy is everything. And because of that, because people have short attention spans, number 2, break it up. And so, awesome. Yeah. So you want to break it up, so break up the information. And so I know obviously slides are a good way to do that, but you just want to like literally just kind of like shake it up every once in a while. And that could be turning it back to the audience, asking questions, squirrel, yeah, answering questions, like doing this thing or whatever, but make sure that you're breaking it up even with video, right? Video or music or whatever. Like I think I've read that every 10 minutes, people start to go, their energy starts to go. So that you got like 10 minutes and then like you need to like somewhat way of a break. And maybe that's them writing stuff down. You could have questions where they start to write and take some time to have them write. Just whatever it is. Yeah, I'm on Snapchat, love inspired. On Snapchat, if you want to find me on Snapchat. Is that what you're asking? I don't know. I'm on Snapchat. But yeah, so you want to break it up. So number 3, you want to encourage live viewers. And the thing is, I was reading in a Facebook group yesterday that people were saying they sign up for webinars that don't come live because they want the information, but then they just don't have time when it happens. But if you can encourage live viewers and you can say different things to them, then be thinking about those, right? So what I'm doing a webinar next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific and 3 p.m. Eastern, and you can figure out whatever it is in between. But I'm doing a webinar next Wednesday about creating passive income for creative businesses. So I am doing exclusive stuff live for just the live viewers because I want people to show up. And honestly, I get it. Like, I get that it's boring and then I get that you want to fast forward. So I'm going to try to make it as short as possible and as entertaining as possible as I can so that I'm really respecting the fact that they are there live. And also because they're there live, they deserve a little prize, right? Like, you guys did it. You actually showed up and you're listening to me. Like, bravo, you're live. So I want to reward that. So, live only activities, usually if you're having an offering at the end, give them something really special. I'm going to actually have some giveaways on mine. I have about 3 things that are awesome and I'm literally going to give them away. Yeah, worksheets is a good one. Anything that they could get only if you're live, but I'm actually literally going to give away stuff live, like awesome stuff. So that's one thing. And if you guys want to sign up for the webinar, if you guys are interested, go to bit.ly. I can't read backwards, but I know you guys can't see it. bit.ly, Passive Profits Web. That's my, I know, I think I'm actually better at reading backwards than I think that I am. Anyways, so yeah, so there's that. So make sure that, but don't like punish people that aren't live, right? Fun, already, oh good, I'm glad, I'm excited for it. So the thing is, you don't want to punish people because maybe they really can't come. So you can still, re-engage after, heard this one a few times. Yeah. So you can always re-engage afterwards for people that weren't there. Like, you can still be nice to them too. And then my last point, and this is a big one, and this actually has a lot to do with even Periscope too, right? Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Whew, need a break. You need to breathe. Need to break it up, right? Okay. Last one is be well prepared, but also spontaneous. So there's a little bit of a trick to that, right? So you want to be really well prepared. Like right here, I have my numbers, right? I have my 1, 2, 3, 4. I know what I'm going to be talking about. I have a plan and it's organized, but then you want to be a little bit spontaneous too, because if you do have too much of a plan and you start reading it, you're like, okay, like it starts to feel like really robotic, right? It doesn't really feel, it feels like you're reading and it's not, and the energy level goes down because you're reading, right? So you want to like be really well prepared, but also spontaneous. And so like actually realize that you're talking to real people. They're really alive. They're really there. They're paying attention. You have their, whatever. And so I know people, showcase your personality, humanize it. Exactly, right? So don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to say your silly, goofy stuff and laugh and whatever. Like it's really entertaining and also it really connects on a human level. Thank you for saying that. That's exactly what I mean by that. So you want to be well prepared, but also be yourself, be spontaneous, just let it go, like whatever. Don't worry about like the recording. Because I think a lot of people want to reuse the webinar and so they don't want to like make it, live and not too live because they want to reuse it. But that's the whole point of a webinar. It isn't a video, it's live, right? You really want to talk to people. Yeah, I can give a bit.ly site. You can go to createpassiveprofits.com is the actual website, but this is the one specifically to get you to the webinar. So it's bit.ly/passiveprofitsweb. So like webinar, but it's just web. Bit.ly wouldn't let me do webinar. So it's Passive Profits Web. To sign up for it, it's totally free. It's next Wednesday, March 30th, at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. I just wanted to share that really quickly. So if you guys want to follow me at Love Inspired, make sure you're following me here. Obviously, I scope pretty much every day. At Love Inspired on Instagram or love-inspired.com on the web. And so I didn't even tell you guys who I am. I'm Kathy Olson from Love Inspired. I'm a brand. I've been a long time doing brands and a website expert. So we do all kinds of fun e-commerce, membership sites, Shopify, WordPress, all the good stuff from scratch. So that's me. So thank you guys so much for coming. I hope to see you on Wednesday and where I can show you my skills. Let me do a quick recap for y'all, that just anybody that just came in. Number one, oh good, awesome. Number one, energy is everything, right? In a webinar, you got to overdo it. So even if you feel like you sound like a cartoon character, just do it, because I swear it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that on the other end, but it like, just that energy is contagious. Like people are sitting at their computers and they're like, really bored, like, right? So you want to like, okay, guys, let's go. And I swear you're not annoying. I swear. I don't know, you might be a little bit, but that's okay. Even if you're annoying, at least they're not asleep, right? I'm telling you, I've watched so many webinars where I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't, okay, what else can I do? Because this is so boring. Okay, number two, break it up. So every 10 minutes or so, you want to break it up with a video or asking questions or having them fill something out or having them think or having them whatever. Just break up the content, so you're not just talking at them consistently for an hour, okay? So number two, break it up. Number three, encourage live viewers. So have like a giveaway or something special only for live viewers so that people will show up, fresh, ready to go, warm-blooded people that will actually be there and will help you connect, right? Because you need that too. You need people talking to you in order for you to have that energy. But also re-engage with afterward for the people who can't show up. Obviously, don't like totally dog them out. You can give them giveaways and stuff too. 4, last thing is be very well prepared and very well organized, but also make sure you're a little spontaneous. Don't be so over prepared that it sounds like you're reading, because it'll sound like you're reading and it'll be boring. So, all right, guys, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful Good Friday. Happy Easter. And I have a ton of work to do. Some of which are the people on the scope are my clients, and they're like, hurry up and get working. So, love you guys, and I hope this was helpful. And actually, come join us on Wednesday if you're not already. bit.ly/passivprofitsweb. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.